Professor Khalid Hassan was a man who dealt in tangibles. As a renowned architect, his world was one of precise angles, load-bearing calculations, and soaring structures of steel and glass that scraped the skies of Dubai. His mind was a fortress of reason, a sanctuary where every question had an answer that could be plotted on a graph. Faith, for him, was a relic of his childhood, a faded melody from a distant village mosque, now drowned out by the triumphant symphony of his own achievements. His latest project, the Minaret of Light, was to be his magnum opus, a twisting, celestial tower designed to capture the desert sun and the city's glittering lights in a breathtaking dance. Yet, as the construction neared its pinnacle, a strange emptiness began to hollow him out. Standing in his sterile, air-conditioned office, looking at the digital renderings of his masterpiece, he felt nothing. The thrill was gone. The equations were perfect, but the meaning was absent. It was as if he had built a magnificent body, but had forgotten to give it a soul. One evening, overwhelmed by a restlessness he could not quantify, he received a call. His elderly grandfather, the one who still lived in the dusty, date palm-shaded village of his childhood, was ill. The duty was a chain, pulling him away from his world of glass and into a world of earth. With a sigh, Khalid booked a flight. The village was a temporal shock. The air, thick with the scent of sun-baked earth and jasmine, was a stark contrast to the sanitized city breeze. The calls to prayer, ringing from a simple, age-worn minaret, were not interruptions but the very heartbeat of the place. His grandfather, Baba Yusuf, was a wisp of a man, his face a roadmap of a life spent in contentment. His eyes, however, held a disconcerting depth, like two tranquil pools that reflected not your face, but the state of your heart. Khalid, Baba Yusuf whispered, his voice like the rustle of dry leaves. You have built towers that touch the clouds, but tell me, can you hear the clouds speak? Khalid smiled, a patronizing city smile. They don't speak, Baba. They are condensed water vapor. Baba Yusuf's eyes twinkled. And every drop of that vapor has a story of its journey from the ocean to the sky. You see the what, my son, but you have forgotten the how and the why. Your heart has locks upon it. The phrase struck Khalid. It was archaic and unscientific. He dismissed it. The next day, while his grandfather napped, Khalid decided to clear his head. He wandered to the edge of the village where the old mosque stood. It was a humble structure of mud brick, its minaret slightly crooked, its courtyard shaded by a massive, ancient acacia tree. It was everything his minaret of light was not, imperfect, organic, and utterly at peace with its surroundings. An old man, the mosque's caretaker named Ibrahim, was slowly sweeping the courtyard. His movements were rhythmic, meditative. As Khalid approached, Ibrahim looked up, his gaze gentle but penetrating. You are Yusuf's grandson, the architect, he stated, not as a question but as a fact. You build for the horizon. He gestured to the mosque, build for the heavens. Come, let me show you our blueprint. Intrigued despite himself, Khalid followed him inside. The interior was cool and dark, the air fragrant with centuries of prayer. Instead of showing him architectural features, Ibrahim led him to a small wooden stand holding a mushaf. This is our blueprint, Ibrahim said, his hand resting gently on the holy book. But we do not just read it. We converse with it. We contemplate it. We listen.